Thank you very much. And to this data presented by Vice President Dombrovskis about the increase of the agri-food products export in last years, I can add that also in last year, during the pandemic time, the export of food products also was increased, 0.5% increase of export and 1% increase of import. Our trade of agri-food products was also increasing. And returning to the study was prepared by Joint Research Center of the Commission with the support of DG Agri and DG Trade, and updates the first cumulative impact study published in 2016. The study is not forecast or a prediction of the possible outcome of trade negotiations. It nevertheless provides a broad direction and magnitude of the cumulated impacts of trade agreements on the agricultural sector by 2030. The study analyzes the economic effects of EU agriculture of 12 free trade agreements. They are agreements concluded. They are a trade agreement with Canada, Mercosur, Mexico, Japan, and Vietnam, and seven agreements which are under negotiation, which are Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, Australia, New Zealand, and Chile. And two scenarios were analyzed, a conservative and ambitious one. In both scenarios, the free trade agreement already concluded, such as with Japan or Mercosur, were modeled as per the negotiated outcome, including the tariff rate quotas. For the other agreements, a theoretical outcome was developed to avoid speculating on the possible detailed outcome of ongoing and future trade negotiations. Concerning the results, the study indicates that the cumulated implementation of the 12 free trade agreements would result in a balanced increase in both the EU agri-food imports and export, with a slightly higher increase in export. That according to this study, the increase of export will be, in the ambitious scenario, about the €5.5 billion more export, and about the €4.7 billion more agri-food import with this 12 partners. And this is the percentage. This is the 3.3% more export and 4.2% more import in ambitious scenario. In conservative, not very much different figures in percentage. As regards destination, the biggest increase would be export to Japan, around €2 billion, followed by Mercosur and around €700 million. Some sectors show considerable potential to benefit from the export opportunities offered by the 12 free trade agreements, like dairy, pig meat sector, processed food and beverages, notably wine. Especially the pig meat is good perspective for this sector. Increase of export is expected about the 9%, and the quota in the ambitious scenario about the volume of export 400,000 tons more than without these agreements. Maybe some difficulties are expected in, first of all, in beef sector, mainly because of Mercosur, and in the beef sector we can expect some decrease of the trade balance and decrease of prices for producers and the production in European Union, but not very much. This is not a high percentage of reduction. In conclusions, all in the study shows an overall positive economic impact for the EU agriculture. More additional benefits are also expected from the tackling of SPS barriers for EU exports and from enhanced protection of the EU geographical indications not considered in this exercise. The study confirms that the European Union agriculture sector can benefit from the EU trade agenda and seize opportunities in international markets where the future growth lies. This study also shows that the existing approach taken by the Commission for the agriculture chapters in trade negotiations is appropriate. Tariff rate quotas appear a suitable solution to prevent risk of severe negative impacts on some of the EU most fragile agricultural sectors. Let me conclude that an ambitious future CAP, which supports innovation and competitiveness of the EU farming sector, should also contribute to reinforcing the positive impacts of trade agreements on the agricultural sector. Maybe one thing more that I also I think that we achieved a more positive trade balance thanks to the farm-to-fork strategy. The support for the local development of the local productions, links between the farmers, local processing industry, local market should support our farmers, and finally this balance will be more positive than presented in this study. But it depends from how ambitious will be the national strategic plans prepared by the member states, and but I'm optimistic that situation of our farmers will be better thanks to these agreements, trade agreements. Maybe I'd like to add only that only Mercosur creates the negative trade balance. The rest of the agreements are more positive, more export, more increase of export than import. Thank you very much.
Thank you for these introductions.